Greetings and salutations, beautiful souls. I have an oracle message for you. We're going to see who wants to talk to you today. This is the gods, goddesses, and guardians oracle. Rhiannon, inner strength. There's a lot of things that humans destroy. There's a lot of things that humans have taken away from us. There's a lot of things that they've stolen, ripped away, destroyed, obliterated. But there's things that you can cultivate, that you can build to become unfuckwithable. To the point where no matter what anyone does to you, no matter what they send you physically, energetically, emotionally, mentally, you will not stop. You will not fall. That is your intelligence and education and your inner strength. When you cultivate those two things, no one can take that from you. When you realize how genuinely strong you are, and I know you're sick of being strong, but when you realize how genuinely strong you are, you become unfuckwithable. And in that, you're able to have your own back, have your own inner stability. It starts with acknowledging everything. What do you need? Why do you act the way you act? Why do you think the way you think? Why do you react in the way you react? Why do you do the things that you do? It all stems back to something. When you start healing from your trauma and from the people of the past, and you realize that you are worth it, and you get to the point where you genuinely believe it, you will get there. You will become unfuckwithable, but you have to go through the work. And healing is messy. Healing hurts. I'm not gonna fucking lie to you. Healing feels like it's getting worse before it's getting better. You get to these points where you realize your whole entire personality is nothing but trauma responses. And then your shame, guilt, all of that fucking bullshit starts flooding you. Now, if in your mind, we're not in control of our thoughts. We can hear a thought and just go, oh, look, a thought, and then just let it go. We don't have to grab onto it. We don't have to evaluate it, but some of them we do have to decipher. Find out the source of where it came from. Because if there's something that is in your mind that is of a negative statement, it has been placed there by somebody who was insecure in themselves, hating themselves, not at one with themselves, a unhealed, toxic something person, and it was implemented onto you. They projected what they felt on the inside. You were the avatar in front of them. You heard it enough, so you accepted it and absorbed it as truth, because our evidence-based brains were given so much evidence by this person that we probably fully trusted and loved, or they were somebody that we inherently had to because they were a parent or a leader or a guardian or whatever, or a significant other or something very special to you. So you're going to take what they say, personally into heart, because you care what they think and say, and you don't want to hurt them or cause more pain. So yeah, you listen to them, take accountability, blah, 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 blah. While they're projecting all these things onto you. Yeah, some of them might be true, but most of them aren't. We're all human. We mess up. And within those mistakes, that's where the learning can occur. Your inner strength is cultivated by you, no one else. In the equation of life, people are your variables. You need to figure out what your variables are. What do you need? Like, actually, not just what you want, but what does your body, soul, brain, nervous system, heart require to thrive? What brings you genuine joy? What's your absolute passion? And do you feel guilty doing it or no? Healing's a fucking messy process, but it's worth it because you're worth it. We all suffer, but we can do something about that. Intuition, new chapter. Cultivating a relationship with yourself and learning to trust yourself again. That gut feeling does not lie. And you need to trust your intuition in this new chapter. That's how you're going to cultivate this inner strength as well. Look at all this blue and purple. Kitty, kitty. It has to do with your throat chakra. Speaking your truth. Using your intuition in your third eye. And opening up your crown chakra. Our world is surrounded by a web of consciousness that's fed every single day by all of humanity. And depending on the frequency in which we reside in, because we are in a world of vibration, depending on what frequency they're at is what you're going to be absorbing. So if you're in a depressive state, you will be into that depressive frequency, like tuning yourself into a radio station. And that's what you're going to get. So having those mindsets is so important. And that's why having faith is so hard, especially in that beginning transitional phase, because you're going from all this evidence-based stuff to faith, which has no evidence at all, until you take that leap of faith for yourself and only for yourself to improve because you want to, because you deserve to suffer less. And you can do stuff, so you're not your own worst enemy. This card's staring at me. Shadow self. Hope. Go into the shadows. Shadow work. When I first saw it, I thought it was like black magic, super dark and scary. No, that's not what it is. It's going into the abyss in search for the chunks of you that have been chunked off and thrown into the void for safety, waiting for you to reclaim it. Every time someone said you weren't good enough, every time someone, when you were excited and they've diminished that shine, any of those things where you feel like you lost a part of yourself, it's in the shadows, waiting for you to reclaim them, waiting to be heard. And some of these parts of you, you need to integrate it. Other parts you just need to hear and honor and let them go. But that's where that intuition comes in. That's where that discernment comes in. And discernment is deciding. Is it a good idea? Is it not? Your intuition tells you information, and then your discernment is, what the fuck are you going to do with that information? But having hope. You have to have hope. Tiny, even if it's the tiniest little slenderest string of hope, don't let that go. Fuse it to your soul and hold on to that, because that is going to get you through. Having hope, having faith, having just that little bit of light that will guide you, and you can feed it so it is an unstoppable inferno, so it makes the sun look cold. Every person that we come by is a mirrored soul, is a mirror of us. Either things we don't like, things we do like, things we wish to honor, things we wish to heal. We can learn something from everybody. You just have to be humble enough and strong enough to want to try. To be able to take constructive criticism, but not continue to bend and break yourself for others. You are your only constant in your entire life, from birth till death. You're the one that has to live in your head. You're the one that has to live with the decisions. You're the one that has to be with you the entire time. Everybody else is seasonal, be it a long season or a short season. You are your only constant. And you're fucking regal. You're fucking glorious. Our time is now. You can go off the evidence of what everything is, but that's not the world we live in anymore. We are in the age of Aquarius. That box of laters has been dumped and incinerated years ago. You have to face your shadow. You have to face all of these things. You have to exhume the corpses of your past and meet them as friend. These demons of temptation, they're trying to show you where your weakness and your structural integrity is. You're supposed to tell them no. You're supposed to overcome them like an enemy in a video game. So then you can level up. And when you level up, you're going to get bombarded. That's how it works. So take some time out for yourself and work on loving yourself. Rest is vital. Love, you can unconditionally love someone from way the fuck over there. Unconditional love and forgiveness does not mean you just accept the behavior and bring it back into your life. No. You can forgive somebody for your own mental real estate, so it doesn't fester in your fucking soul. And if you don't want to forgive someone, that's fine. Cut them out, remove them, and heal. Unconditional love. Don't look for vengeance. Don't look for revenge. Karma will take care of it. The scales are balancing. Just make sure through all of this on your sacred journey. Now look at this. Be fearless. Surrender, not surrendering to, you're not succumbing to these things. You are surrendering the fact there's so much you can surrender, and it depends on your situation. Surrender the control of others, because you can't control them. You can only choose how you either mentally respond or emotionally react. Surrender to the laws of the universe. It's time to awaken. Live with gratitude. Find the things that you're grateful for. The sun looking through the leaves, the way the leaves dance in the wind, the cute little baby groundhogs and chipmunks, how a butterfly, it starts from a freaking caterpillar and then becomes literally a sentient ooze of void that still remembers its past life and then comes out a fucking butterfly. There's miracles all around us. There's beauty all around us. And being able to train your brain to find those things, not only the beauty, but finding the things that you're grateful for. When the things that you want and desire come into your life, you will be able to see it, and you will have the ability to be grateful for it. And the universe is just going to send you more. You're a free spirit. You are a soul that has been stuck in a human meat suit. Meat sack. It's customizable. Look however the fuck you want, as long as it is an authentic expression of you. Fuck what everyone else thinks. Be comfortable. Be safe. Be authentic. Be kind to yourself. You're a beautiful soul. When you're able to go through the healing process, there's going to be times where you're going to want to give up. But remember, you've already survived 100% of everything you've endured. You're still here. You're still alive. And if you're still watching, you know that you can heal. You know that you can evolve. You know that you can rise above all of this and become your best self. We are all so powerful and so magical. Humans are on a sphere spectrum. The different variables and the combinations that everybody has is fucking beautiful. You got to figure out your variables. One thing that helped me, because I'm neurodivergent, I had to figure out what was my brain. What was something wired in my brain that I can't change? And then during all of that, not shame myself for it and try to find accommodations so I suffer less. And then figuring out what are projections from other people. If I wouldn't take advice from that person, I'm not going to take their criticism. And find a fact. Just swap that old belief out, because facts say fuck your feelings. Figure out what's a generational thing that can be unlearned, and you can learn something better in its place. Just got a storage low notification. It's time to put that baggage down. The shame and the guilt that has been projected onto you, you don't need to carry that. That's theirs. If you know you're a good person, you know facts say fuck your feelings. You're powerful. Become unfuckwithable. If you're too much for someone, they can go find less. They can choke on the truth. That's a them problem. Cultivate your inner strength. Know who you are. Be humble, but know who you are. You're beautiful. I believe in you. The universe believes in you. You're going to show yourself all you can do. And you're going to amaze yourself. May you achieve your dreams as bare minimum. I love you. Go drink some water and a snack. And go cuddle with a stuffy or something. Go spoil it yourself. Go take care of that inner child and reparent yourself. Be the parent you never got to receive. Become the parent you needed for yourself. And give yourself that compassion and love every time you're having a bad time, every time you're having a bad thought. Think of the little you and think of what you needed and give that to yourself. And high five yourself in the mirror. Fucking works. And look up Mel Robbins. Look up Mel Robbins. She's fucking amazing. Okay, I love you. You can do anything you want. You don't have to listen to me. But those are my suggestions. Okay, love you. Bye. No, didn't even hit the button. Okay.